nakakalimutan natin minsan yung facet that property is not just for investment purpose. There's an end-use angle to buying property. And sometimes we forget the end-use angle. Okay, if you're an end user, for example, you start outside the property, which is the environment, the neighborhood. That is very important, especially if you have a child. You want to make sure that neighborhood is conducive for your child to go out. Personally, I want to avoid the touristy neighborhoods kasi it will be too busy for your daughter to be able to walk around safely. And then number two, you also want to consider community, wherein is there some kind of an expat Asian community market, so at least you can make friends faster. For Philippines, definitely the schools for your child.
Okay.
I think personally I would anchor it on the family first, and kahit ako na as the daddy would travel, basta my family is closer to what they need to do. And then yung mga bonus na lang is really the whole life. Sometimes you always think about money, profit.
Money.
But there's this life where in your gym, your community, your church, do you have access to fresh market? Hindi man pwede, Marvin, puro grab lang sa food panda, di ba? You have access to the fresh market. And of course, if you're overseas, di ba, yung public transport, that's very critical, no?
If it's not the public transport, it's accessibility to major roads. Do you count that as part of it, or not so much pag may kotse ka?
Okay, I think it can be a criteria para mag-overall, but that's secondary for me. Kasi ideally, you wanna aim to have, let's say, 50% of your activity super nearby. Kung kaya mo na it's just walking, then that will be ideal, di ba? Or uso naman ang e-bicycle. E-trike ngayon, so you have your yaya doing the e-tricycle.
Okay.
So that will be priority. You don't want kasi a strategy wherein kotse lahat automotive lahat. It's gonna be too costly. Kasi you need a driver to drive around. Or if you're gonna do the driving, then wala ka ng time mag-work. I guess as you enter the building, you will try to observe if the building is well maintained. In the Philippine market, siyempre, if you feel that, teka lang, parang hindi maganda yung maintenance. Oh no! You somehow will see in advance that maybe there's issue with how the condo corp is managing their budget. There may be some issues with the condo corp agreeing on how to manage and take care of your building. So that's something you would look at as you enter the building, yung maintenance niya. The price has to compensate, meaning if alam mong ni-renovate yung inside but it's an old building, then the price has to be a price of an old building with a little renovation. If you're gonna have an old building pero presyong bagong building, you will think twice. It's just awareness. If you're gonna give it up, walk away or not, that's a different issue. But yung awareness muna na, okay, I'm aware it's an old building, I'm aware that only the inside is renovated, it's probably gonna cost me 2 million more to renovate it to this level. But I'm kind of paying like 10 million more. Teka lang, is it worth it? Maybe I'm better off buying the old one na lang din and ako na mag-renovate.
When you enter the condo, sobrang refurbished, yung building sobrang luma na, pero binabawi nila sa ganda ng unit that you'll get. How do you play with that?
It will be a factor for me. You want the overall experience. If it's just the unit that is nice, but the outside is extremely not so maintained, I will think twice. I will try to find something else wherein it's really a match from an investment point of view. You also want something that will last longer, will have a longer shelf life para yung money mo, it's also gonna grow. If you wanna sell it in the future, there will still be appreciation by the next potential buyer.
Okay, so what do people need to consider when they look inside?
So as you enter the unit, as an end user, no, so ito na, you start to think, is it functional for me? So you start by imagining you're taking off your shoes, where do you store them?
May ganun na aspect Okay,
You have to consider where you put your shoes, change the slippers, and then kung meron kang buhat na grocery, where do you drop it? Where do you store yung mga nabili mong produce from the grocery, yung mga sa pantry mo?
Okay.
Things like that kasi you don't see on a bare unit
Okay.
Diba? Parang, uy, ang linis. Diba? Uy, you tend to look at the brand of the kitchen, but in reality, it's the usability and the function.
How many visits would you recommend so that they can already at least visualize it? Is one enough, or how does it go?
I think you have to give yourself at least 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
I think, especially if
Pero
you're...
that's okay naman for the landlord and the current owner and also the broker, that it's not naman super hassle for them na 4 or 5 times you would go there.
Okay, what you do is you look at medyo siguro 5 or more. Depends
Okay.
on how you find it. Then you rank it by top.
Okay.
Kunyari, 5. You rank it by top 5.
Okay.
Based on usability,
Okay.
based on price.
Okay.
So not necessarily kailangan mura, meaning, okay, this is more usable.
Okay.
The location to my
Okay.
needs is more functional.
Okay.
Kahit mas mahal eh. Actually,
Okay.
price is not really
Okay.
the priority.
You imagine saan mo bababa yung produce and all of those things. Can you get that from one visit alone, or do you have to visit that unit several
Okay,
times?
normally when you're buying and you're the end user, you will look at several units and then
Okay.
may isang, siyempre, that's in
Mag-split.
your consideration na, di ba? So
Okay.
you think about, then out of the 5, 1 or 2 will stand out.
Okay.
And then usually you go on a second visit to really look at it in detail. Kasi
Okay.
when you're scanning properties pa lang, you're thinking that the whole overview eh.
Okay.
And then once nakapili ka ng top 2, top 3 mo, you now look into the details another time, a second time. So,
Got it.
Yeah.
So, to summarize this, look at the area. Number 2, look at the building. Number
Quality,
3,
the maintenance,
yeah.
upkeep,
The number 3, look at the inside, if it's something that's livable.
the layout, the functionality. Yeah.
Are you happy with your work? Yeah, maybe you're happy, but hindi ka binabayaran ng enough. Or how's your business? Yeah, I'm passionate about my business, but is your family, you're able to take care of your family well because of the good compensation? Hindi eh. My passion is, contento, ikigai. Ever since I learned about this word, magic moment talaga na parang wow. Oh my God! Wow! I want to be in that zone. And if you're in that zone already, guys, I need you to be content and say, I am now in my ikigai. I'll be content. I'll be satisfied. This is it. This is me. Hindi na ako maghahanap ng iba. I won't give this up in exchange for something else na uncertain because I'm in my ikigai. While you're in your active income, start developing your passive income because you need your active income as a base to develop passive income. And people ask me, Carl, when do I start building my business? When do I start doing my side hustle? While you're at work, pasensya na po sa mga boss, but after office, while you're at work, you focus on your work, but on the side, during your free time, instead na nagkukwentuhan ka lang, you develop your side business. And that's how you develop both the active and passive income together. Sometimes when we are employees, we only get one source of income. Diba? It's okay. Diba? Kung malaki naman ang sweldo mo, like sila Ms. Suzanne at si Mr. Ismael, okay na yun. I want to plant this seed na, this is very doable. You go to your employment, you work on your career, you be the pabibo employee, do everything you can. But on the weekend, 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning, you develop other sources of income. And I want your mind to be this one. Asset liability, I want to develop all asset and I want to have multiple streams of income. If you're going to do a vision board, you can put this in your vision board na this is me in the middle and I have my career, I have my side hustle, I have my ebook, I have my talk. There's so many things that there are people willing to pay with your skills or talent, right? We want our money to work for us, not us physically working for money. So you ask yourself right now, is your money right now working for you? If your money is not working for you right now, it's not yet too late. Look at all the Taipans. They have multiple sources of income from Jollibee, from Greenish, from Chowking. And this iba pa to from their properties, from their rentals. This is Mr. Henry C. Jr. of SM. You see SM? They're into so many businesses. Their malls, their dep store, Uniqlo, the retail, even Robinsons, the Gokong Way. They have office buildings, they have data centers, they have storage facility, they have logistics, retail, they have a bank. Almost everybody has a bank, di ba? almost all the Taipans talaga, they think this way. Asset, liability, multiple sources of income. This is your step-by-step plan. It's a climb. It will not be easy. You will fall down. You will stumble. But because nag-usap tayo today, you now have a long-term vision of climbing your mountain. Building a brighter tomorrow starts today. Focus on progress, not perfection. Progress, progress, progress. You fall down, you come back, you progress, progress, progress. There's no ending, guys. There's no ending to this journey. We're always climbing, we're always aiming to be better. Just like climbing a mountain, do not be in a hurry. Take things one step at a time. You will eventually reach the top.
Hi, I'm planning to retire in 10 years and I barely save 80,000 per month. Saan po ba mas magandang ilagay ang retirement fund na meron pong magandang interest in due time? I'm planning to build a tiny house 5 years from now as my vacation house kapag nag-retire na po ako. Makakaya ko po kaya?
10 years is a very good time. I tell you, it's very workable. Here's what you do. Ipon ka lang ng ipon right now as much base as you can and put it in a bank product. For me kasi I like it safe. I like it consistent lang. Medyo capital secured, medyo consistent. Keep it there. And then when you retire, you move to the province or where you're gonna build your vacation tiny house and make it dalawa. Hopefully you have a place na medyo may natural resources like a mountain or a river or ocean. Make it dalawa para yung isa paupahan mo.